Is your Christmas Eve ruined already? If so, why? Some drunk bastard reversed into my downstairs living room at 10 a.m. He then drove into the guy's who lives opposite's kitchen. He got arrested, then the fire brigade came and inspected the house to see if still structurally fine, so we had to evacuate, and they just now got done putting in wooden boards in the hole he left in the front of the house. Now we will have to get insurance involved and find builders, but everything is closed for now, so big headache. Wow, that sucks. I think you win this round. Edit. Well, at least at the time I posted this, but not after the baby post. Lol, I couldn't believe it. He parked on the side, stumbled out slowly and fell down drunk. Older guy, I'd say mid-60s. Then when we spoke to him he said he wasn't drunk, just sleepy, but he reeked of booze. Then he smoked a couple of cigarettes before the police came. Snowed in at a truck stop in Idaho, 1,300 miles from home. Also in Idaho, and the snow just keeps coming. My grandpa died 2 days ago. I was told to come into work today, office ended up being closed, so went home. A brick fell off a truck and just broke my windshield on the way home. Frown. You might know this already, but those signs on trucks that say they're not liable for any damage from things that fall off them don't mean anything. If you got the plates on the truck, file a police report and make their insurance pay for your damage. My mom passed away 3 days ago, so needless to say I'm not feeling in a very celebratory mood. Edit. Sorry guys, it's been rough times and I've been ignoring the world. But thank you so much for all the awards and love, I appreciate all the kind words. My dad passed away a week ago. I'm just trying to cope now. Duck cancer. I feel you. My dad died of cancer this month too at the age of 58. Just had the cremation yesterday. I don't feel like doing Christmas but have to for the family. My little one is 3, so is really excited and isn't really aware of the death. Plowing on for him. Nothing has gone wrong yet. But my husband did say something along the lines of I hope you don't get me A for Christmas, and it's exactly what I got him, so. Edit. If he is in any way not stoked about his gift, I'll for sure be showing him this thread, lol. Edit. He loved it. But for sure said no coat, thinking it was an everyday one, not a functional work one. Christmas was a success. I'm morbidly curious what it is. I bought him a jacket. But it's a Carhartt jacket. Hess about to finish electrical school and he will need one, lol. Carhartt jackets are awesome. I love mine. He will most likely appreciate it. Maybe he didn't want one because of the $100 and up price tag? Yeah, he really struggles buying pricier things for himself, even if they're functional and useful. So I'm definitely glad I got it for him. I always tell my wife I hope she didn't get me whatever, specifically because I can't justify spending money on myself. Lifelong issue, I'm still working on it. She always gets me something she knows I will use and would never buy for myself because what I have is good enough or a cheaper version is available. I think of my wife every single time I zip up my favorite jacket, put on my favorite boots, or crawl into bed under my big fuzzy stupid warm blankie. I think he will love it and really, really appreciate it. My daughter told me she grew up poor. We gave her a car for her 16th birthday, paid for countless summer sports, and paid at least half of her college, also paid for her wedding. Really bums me out. Ooh, she needs some poor friends. Exactly. Nothing will make you smarten up faster than realizing your best friend is worse off than you are when you thought you had it bad already. I never said I had a hard life after I found that out. Absolute truth. I got super close with a guy that I sang with. Ended up finding out his family is all sorts of ducked up and he would literally live off of rice and Kaiser buns for weeks. I'd frequently invite him over for dinner and a guest bedwarm shower for the night because his mom didn't pay the utilities. I suffered from a bit of upper middle class snooty white boy syndrome in high school. Becoming his friend made me a much better person. I was kinda the other way around, though I figure is along the line of being humbled, similar to yours. I'm also by no means rich but definitely can live comfortably and not worry about my next meal. Family definitely can afford extra for my education abroad. I had this snobbish mindset growing up, but then during college I met good friends who are super rich. Like, literally their fam is owner of so and so brand, private jet for a weekend getaway, etc. Really humbled me down. Hell, I was intimidated even, and since then I have stopped showing off as well. Definitely an eye-opening phase. Kids literally knows nothing. My mom was planning on having a little gathering. She just called me to let me know she's running a fever and cancelled. It's not often I get to see her, so I'm a little bummed. Nice, someone on here has a story that includes a mother they want to see. Happy for that, with the bad relative stories mostly. I'm bummed because my mom just told me she's losing kidney function. I adore my parents and can't bear the thought of losing either of them. It didn't seem to compare to people dealing with terrible parents though. I'm in the because I sliced the tip of my finger off cutting bread. Did you get to eat the bread? It tasted off for some reason, can't put my finger on it. Our baby's heart stopped beating 2 days ago at 34 weeks gestation. So now I have to deliver her on Christmas Day, knowing we'll never get to know her and watch her grow up, and we don't get to take her home. Then we get to come home and pack away her nursery and all the clothes we bought her. It's going to be rough. My grandpa died yesterday. My grandmother died in March and I knew he wouldn't last long without her, but still hurts. Edit to add, thank you to everyone for the kind words. I always knew this day would come, and I am grateful for the time I had with my grandparents. Please hug your loved ones and enjoy your holidays as best as you are able. Brother-in-law threatened to shoot my wife. You may have topped my shitty Christmas Eve. May? My bed frame fell apart, so we're getting there. Giggity. My kids told me my presents were lame and that they were embarrassed by me and couldn't wait to go to their dad's house. I'm having surgery on Tuesday and won't see them for 3 weeks. I know they're just kids, but it broke my heart. Ada, I got them everything that was on their carefully curated Amazon wish lists. Dad tipped them off ahead of time that their paternal grandmother had gotten them an Oculus Rift and AirPods. They're usually really good kids, and my ex and I co-parent wonderfully along with my husband, so I don't think it was malicious on his part, but it just really kicked me in the gut. Wow. If you are still on relatively good terms with their dad, I would let him know about that. A good dad would not allow his children to go unchecked about that. My ex and I are open with each other about what we are getting the kids for birthdays and Christmas, and we have made an agreement to not do anything to lessen the other's gifts. It seems to work for us, especially since there is such a large income gap between households. If she spends around $300 for Christmas, I will do somewhere close to that as well. It doesn't take anything from her, and I save money. Win-win. It also prevents duplicate gifts. It does take 2 adults to make this work though. This could easily be manipulated if one parent doesn't play fair. My husband tested positive for COVID before we could leave for my mom's, and 4 hours later she found out she has cancer. Woke up at 2 a.m. to my mom falling, having a seizure. She fractured her back in the fall. We've been at the since 3 a.m. It's currently afternoon. Edit, it's currently after 9 p.m. and we have been back home since 4 p.m. My mom can shuffle around the house but needs help getting into bed. I got her in bed about a half hour ago and can hear her snoring now. I'm laying down for the first time since this has started and finally hope to fall asleep. Staying close by on sofa in the living room so I can hear her better. Terrified something will happen. My mom lives with my husband and I, but I asked him to go still see his family tonight and tomorrow while I stay here. I'll miss seeing them, but glad my mom is here and feeling better. Edit 2. Currently just after 2:30 a.m. so full circle 24 hours since we had him in the house when this all started. Woke up to help her to the bathroom. Thank you everyone for all the comments and support. You all are awesome. Merry Christmas to all of you, and to those also having a bad Christmas, I hope things get better. My friend suddenly passed away last night. Edit, thank you, kind strangers, for awards. I've been trying to cope, then her 16-year-old dog passed away on Jan 5th. I'm grieving in waves, okay for a while then randomly sobbing. My heart goes out to everyone who replied, especially those who are also grieving their loved ones. Mine did as well 3 nights ago. I am not coping well. Lost my brother recently. Things are never easy, sometimes the best way of coping is just taking life one step at a time and going forwards.